Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates. So today I'm making another video on Monad, their public offering, where it's at, and truly the potential that I believe people will find in the Monad ecosystem and why you should be getting involved right now. So with no further ado, let's dig into Monad. So Monad is a EVM compatible blockchain, 10,000 transactions per second, over 200 validators, and it is US regulated, okay? It's a lot to unpack. And like I said, this is just a quick video. Like I said, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'm just making these to put this project on your radar because there is so much potential. This is the first cryptocurrency that has basically met US standards to actually do a public offering since 2018. I was just checking this out. I wanted to show you this, but Monad is US regulated. Okay, it is the first cryptocurrency since 2018 to have a public offering, and it's one of the first coins to ever be offered on the Coinbase exchange. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that alone is just incredibly bullish. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you is how much money they've actually raised. So Monad has raised a total of $244 million on their fundraising. Okay, that's everything from Dragonfly to Electric Capital to OKX Ventures, and they've raised so much more. Now they're also raising right now an additional $187 million through CoinMarketCap, okay, which will bring their total raise to around $431 million. This is huge amounts of money, huge. From my understanding, it's going to be probably closer to $500 million once they have finalized everything and they do the launch, which is going to be very soon. So this just shows me how much support there is through the institutions that are actually supporting this project. So Monad has so much potential in my personal opinion. Now, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm investing in. Now, I didn't get into Monad. I was not able to get into the Monad private sale through Coinbase because I'm not a US resident, unfortunately. But what I am doing is I'm going to be looking at getting into their sub assets. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that here in just a minute. And so you want to keep your eyes on these because here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of arbitrage. When Monad launches and it's at a $500 million market cap, first cryptocurrency to be US regulated since 2018, what is that going to do? It's a blockchain that does over 10,000 transactions per second. It's EVM compatible, and you're going to have basically, institutions in the US saying, what platform are we going to use? What blockchain are we going to use? Well, they're going to go for the one that's EVM, that's US regulated, that they know that's not going to have any issues, no hiccups. We look at the nightmare that XRP has had, fighting and this and that to be able to work with US based companies. Well, Monad isn't going to have that problem. They're US regulated already. So companies, businesses that want to come and build, they're going to say, do we go with Ethereum, which, still isn't US regulated, or do we go with Monad? I think for me, I would put my money onto the blockchain that is US regulated. That's where you're going to see big businesses. If you wanted to see something like, I'm just pulling things out of my ass right now, but I'm just saying, if Amazon, for example, or any other projects wanted to start using and working on a blockchain, what blockchain would they use? I would say they would probably pick the one that is US regulated. That's just where my brain goes. Now, like I said, not financial advice, but that's why I see the potential in Monad, okay? And so many other things as well. Like I said, this was just something I really quickly wanted to put on your radar. Now, I was talking about sub assets, and there's going to be this huge arbitrage from the market cap of where Monad is. And I think Monad will go into the billions of dollars in market cap very quickly because of the things I was just stating, being that it is regulated in the US. I think we're going to see Monad soar into the multiple billions of dollars in market cap and really fly. I think we'll see Monad getting into a top 10 cryptocurrency pretty quick. That's my personal thoughts and feelings. So if you weren't able to invest into the Monad private sale, what is the next best thing you can do? Well, you can definitely get involved with some of these other sub assets, and Atlantis is a decentralized exchange. It's a complete DeFi hub for the Monad network. Now it works with Wormhole for cross-chain swaps. It's going to have perps, 100x leverage trading. This thing is phenomenal, okay? So when I come over here and I look at this, we have a fiat on and off ramp. We have DeFi. We have farming and staking. We have perps, the leverage trading I was just talking about, 100x leverage trading, Launchpad, launching projects, cross-chain. So this is going to be great. Like I said, they're working with Wormhole, so it's going to absolutely work with any EVM compatible blockchain. Limit orders that are going to be just like exchanges. So you can set buy, sell, limit orders, stop losses, everything you want right here. And of course, full swaps, getting you the best prices possible on everything on the Monad network and on the Monad chain. So just with this alone, this is incredibly bullish, okay? But one of the things I wanted to show you is that the Monad, the Atlantis right now still has their private sale going. If you're watching this video, I think it'll probably come out like the day the sale ends. But seriously, this is going to be launching at, if you scroll down here, let me see, it's going to be launching at a $920,000 market cap, okay? For me, when I say Monad's going to go into the billions of dollars in market cap, which I believe Monad, 10, 15, 20 billion dollar market cap, like pretty quickly. I think we'll see that happen, probably within the next year, I think in 2026. So you're going to be looking now, you have this amazing decentralized exchange, 100x leverage trading, completely decentralized, that you can get into right now at under $1 million market cap. There's no reason that Atlantis can't go to a $500 million market cap. That's a 500x, okay? So let that sink in. You don't find those kinds of gains every day. So this is definitely something you want to keep on your radar, and you can invest into Atlantis everything from as little as 50 USDC upwards to $5,000 per wallet, okay? I'll leave all the links in the description below. Check out Monad. See if you see what I see, because I think Monad is just a phenomenal project. And I think that the sub asset, I think Atlantis is going to be the biggest bang for your buck. And this is where I'm putting my money, because I couldn't invest into Monad. I live in Guatemala and I wasn't eligible to get into the private sale. But once again, I started thinking about the numbers. Okay, Monad's going to be launching at, let's say, a $500,000 or $500 million market cap. Great. And it's probably going to go, 10 billion or so. What's that really? It's like maybe a 10, 15, 20x if I'm lucky. Whereas I look at Atlantis and I say, Atlantis, this could be truly a 500x. Truly, I could see this doing 500x potential for getting in on this private round. So that's where I'm putting my money. I'm doubling down on Atlantis, and I went big. I actually did almost $10,000 in the public round. I did 2 wallets, 5,000 each. Full transparency. I'm telling you where I'm putting my money, because I believe in this project. It has a very strong, very vibrant community. Like I said, close to 16,000 followers on X, very engaged, launching on November 21st, same day as Monad. And you can look at the engagements, 13,000 engagements on this post. Absolutely massive. And it's the same thing when you come over here to Monad. You can look at this. 1.2 million followers on their X account. And you look at the engagements, 612,000 engagements on the one post. Just insane. And one of the things I just love is right here is that the token sale on Coinbase. Over 80 countries, including the US. Absolutely phenomenal. It's the first ever token sale on Coinbase. That is massive, okay? And that just brings me right back to why I'm so bullish on Atlantis, because lower market cap, launching on their network, and we can definitely get into that. So if you want to partake into this private sale, I'll leave the links in the description below. You need USDC on the Base network. They're doing the raise through Base, low gas fees. It's also through Coinbase, right? So that's great, because Base network is through Coinbase, and that's where Monad's going to be launching. So it ties all that in together, and it's super easy to do. So you just need to get yourself some USDC on the Base network, and you can participate into this public sale. So definitely keep this on your radar. Not financial advice, everybody, but I just wanted to show you this really quick and show you the opportunities. Let me know what you think in the description below, but I think Monad is going to be one of the best launches this year, and I truly do believe that Atlantis is going to be one of the best opportunities that you're going to find in crypto right now, just because of all the things I talked about, because of what Monad is going to do, US regulated, and then people are going to be looking, hey, where can I do this? And 100x leverage trading, let that sink in. All the institutional money that's going to be flowing in through Coinbase into Monad, where do we spend it? And that money, I feel, is going to flow straight into Atlantis, and that's why I think there's going to be massive gains to be made. So that's why I'm making these videos. I made a few the other day because I want my viewers to see this. I want them to see the potential, and I don't want them to miss out on these opportunities, because right now it's hard to find good opportunities, and I think that this is going to be one of the best opportunities for this year of 2025 and 2026, in my personal opinion. Not financial advice. But everybody, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment. It really helps my channel grow. Join me and follow me on X. I have a free Telegram chat, no risk, all reward. We would love to have you over there and be a part of our community. Like I said, we'll leave all the links in the description below. And if you really want to take it to that next level, check out my Patreon. We have a link there as well for our VIP Telegram chat, and we would love to have you over there. So it's a great community talking about great things, and we always are looking for great projects. So we hope to see you soon. Everybody, like, subscribe, smile, pick up some Monad, pick up some Atlantis, and I can guarantee you, we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everybody.